Good morning, CR Parsons here, the laziest of gardeners. I say good morning because it's actually morning. The sun just came up a little while ago, and that is really strange for me. This quarantine has really messed with my sleep schedule because I am not a morning person. I'm a comedian, for God's sakes. I'm a night person. If I'm ever up before noon, it's a shock. So this has really messed with me. Also, I don't know if you can tell the noise behind me. We've had a lot more traffic the last couple of days than the rest of the lockdown. I guess people are getting sick and tired of being stuck at home, so they are taking it out by getting out. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if we're going to have a second wave of this stuff or what. But I am still here. I am still gardening. I am still as lazy as ever. I did realize I was looking around on YouTube and I realized there was somebody else with a channel called The Lazy Gardener. So I guess I have had to switch. So now I'm just calling myself the laziest of gardeners. But either way, I'm still lazy and I'm still gardening. You guys want to see the garden? It's another week or so since my last post, and we had another cold snap. So I had to cover I covered everything up a couple of nights, and then I didn't one night, and we had a frost. But I think most of what I planted is cold hardy, so I don't think it's an issue. But let's take a look at what we've got in the garden. We have our spinach. As you can see, it has grown significantly since you saw it last. But I don't know if you guys can tell. See those leaves? And last time I think I commented that I didn't think it looked much like spinach. Because those leaves, I found out after doing some reading, are the initial leaves that are actually packed into the seed, and they grow. So they are the first seeds or first leaves to produce. But if we look right down in here, you can see there are a couple of spots here that have little leaves that are coming up inside the leaves. See how much more like spinach those look? So that is what we're going to end up harvesting and eating. So that's our spinach. Over here we have our lettuce, which is doing nicely. As you can see, we've got a big clump there, several clumps around. And then our kale, which is also growing nicely. These have been so easy. I mean, literally, I've done nothing except add a little water. Now, the exciting thing is, I don't know if you remember our potatoes that we were growing. It's been several weeks now, but we have potato plant popping up through all of this dirt. I planted that potato way down here, and it has had to grow that entire distance, but it has done it, and we've got one in both buckets, and I think we're gonna see a second potato plant right there. Now, since you guys were here, I also planted onions, which were extremely easy to plant. I got these planted, about 3 or 4 days ago. All I did was, my next door neighbor had some extra from a bunch that he had planted, so he gave them to me. I took them apart, I added some soil to that pot, put them down in about 1 inch and covered them up with 1 inch of soil, watered them in real good. And now we wait. I think they're a little greener than they were when I first put them in, but it's hard to tell right now. And there's nothing in here that you can tell, but here in a couple of days, we're gonna start seeing radishes. Those were also extremely easy to plant. Those, because of the container I've got here, because of the long container, all I did was I put soil in, I threw my radishes in, and I put a little soil on top, and now we wait. They're supposed to be a fairly quick crop, so shouldn't be very long. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, which is both the gardening stuff and some cooking stuff, and who knows what else I'm going to throw up on there, because I'm bored. I'm bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored. Yeah, I've even been watching TikTok. That's how bored I am. So, thank you guys for joining me. See you next time.